in a frenzy, all riled up to do nothing at all. So this video is for people who may have a brother, may have a father, may have a son, and you want to tell him how to save his life in a world that's going to take his life from him, right? And really, what we're talking about is lust. And lust is a CIA government program. They got secret agents all under the guise of lust, what you're sexually attracted to. You're going to attract demons in your life. You're going to attract negative energy in your life. But the crazy part about lust, you can't even tell people that they about to ruin their life. Like Diddy, his life is on the brink of being ruined. Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times not too long ago, right? A few days ago. DDG, not too long ago, like earlier today, man broke down on live stream and ended it because he's going through what we call baby mama drama in the Black community. You know, we want to look at it and be like, every case is different, every situation is different, but that's when you're fooling yourself, right? That's when you are in denial and delusion. The ways for which men are going to attract their wife or a successful lover is by just doing that, attracting it. So common, we tell our young men, you got to be hunters, you got to go get it, you got to go get the woman, and all of this leads into that young man dying on the inside or the outside. You know, I personally don't like Black death, especially for young men that's dying before their time. They ain't dying from old age. They dying from gun violence, and a large percentage of the gun violence is due to sexual relationships, love triangles, things of that nature. So, and even on the most vanilla of scales, you're not about to find, see what they have done with society is that they have turned the modern day woman into a prostitute. Just by making sex so accessible to young women and young men through its cellular devices. Sex is so intriguing, and women are just willing to have it if they like you. And nobody is having long-term relationships. Everybody is hooking up. You know, my best joke that I think I've ever came up with is a boyfriend is just when a prostitute has one client that never pays her, right? That's how I feel about casual relationships and boyfriends and moving people in. If that person is your wife, then fine. If that person ain't your wife, you really got to sit and ask yourself, why are you having sex with this person in 2025? When you're talking about your successes, your failures, it can boil down to the lust that's in your heart, the lust that's in your lungs, the time you spend working on your business versus the time you spend chasing after booty. And a lot of times people say, man, this is a case-by-case basis. This is just, you know, everybody is different. But the Bible was talking about this shit thousands of years ago. And niggas in 2025 are still going through the things that they don't even fully understand. Now, I don't care about who's right or who's wrong, because that's not what that's not the spiritual nature of what's happening between DDG, Diddy, and Tory Lanez. The details are not important. The origin stories, though, are much more important. When you look at Diddy and Cassie, you look at a bunch of sex that's taking place, a bunch of sex. Now, when you look at Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, that was a lust-filled excursion. They were having sexual relationships with people, and the emotions got involved. And long story short, that sexual energy have turned to anger and rage with DDG and Halle. When you read the report, she literally, this is how you know when your baby mama hates you. And I'm gonna show you.